Good day, blessed saints, whatever day it is that you are receiving this message. I hope it is blessed. Today, this intro in particular is with regards to another video that's going to come after this, after I'm finished with this intro, because I left off something that is very crucial, and it is with regards to when it comes to Arabs, it's like Hispanic. It's an ethnicity. It's not a race. So you're gonna have different racial people of different racial background under the term Arab, and you have Caucasian Arabs. You have um, Black Arabs. You have all different types. Different colors. Same thing with Hispanic. You have white. You have brown, black, all that. So to just say Arab, it's a really wide field. Okay, times you need to pinpoint exactly who are we talking about, and this is in relations to what people are saying about Edom versus Arabs and all that, and just an understanding of where we're coming from when they usually used to say, okay, it's the Jews that's causing all the problems in the world. It's the Jewish people. And it's really just like, the word Jew came from Judaism, which is from the tribe of Judah, which is a faction of the Israelites, which was the name of Yaqub before the Most High changed his name as a result of him wrestling with the angel. So it's a people in terms of, because they also, they like to mince their words in duality. That's why, even the Native Americans would call them fork tongue. Can't necessarily get the whole truth, nothing but the truth. Okay, it's like you got to fork through it if there's anything of substance there. But just like them usually just blaming everything on the Jews and saying, oh, well, the Jews is they're a whole different race, they're olive. And then you look at the synagogue of Satan, which are actually the Jews they're talking about, and they're the palest of pales. So you have to be very careful who is giving you advice, who you're listening to, because if you're listening to the ones who have the most to gain or lose from you knowing who you are and find out your identity, then they're going to lead you on a wild goose chase and further down the rabbit hole, which is exactly what they want, and you're falling prey into once again. So, just understand they change names, they change labels, label you everything. You were African American, you were Black American, you were Negro, you were nigger, you were this, that, because they are continuously keeping you guessing, despite the fact you see it with your own two eyes, and gonna keep you guessing because you listen to the wrong people. You're not listening to the Most High. The Most High says his sheep hears his voice. You're not praying in the spirit and you're not hearing from him, then you're going to continuously be led by those who want you to be led away. Those who don't want you to know what the truth is. But understand with the whole verbiage, and as long as they're the ones in control of even your language, just one thing they did: take away your language, take away your identity, and anything that you can have that tells you who you are. Okay, they're not telling you who they are, because they are one and they're united. But anyway, that's all I wanted to say with regards to the words. The wordsmiths, the word masters, they've taken it a hold of it. You can't necessarily always take at face value what they give you. You've got to use discernment. So I'll just let y'all listen to the rest of this video, okay? So with that, be wise, and here goes. Shabbat Shalom, beloved saints. Welcome once again to the Shekinah Glory Remnant channel. It is my pleasure that you have decided to click on and view to see what I have in store today. Now, I will be speaking on topics with regards to Israel and the true Israelites and Jews. So if this does not in any way, shape, or form interest you, feel free to click on out and have a blessed day. Now, for the rest of you, let's push forward. Now, today's topic is going to be it's kind of like a bit of a hosh posh, and a little bit here and a little bit there. Now, today we're going to be talking about, let's say, Israel, the Jews, the true Jews, and a tendency to go off topic and go outside of or true understanding of things. Now, we were talking about, things like Edom is the Caucasian, and some people say, no, it's the Arabs. Some might say it's someone else, it's the heathens. However, the one thing, because as long as we live in this society of our captivity, they're constantly changing names and dates and times in an effort to keep you confused and guessing and distracted from what is at hand, okay, from what is important, and that is for you to unify, for you to have unity with your brethren, and I'm talking about Israel, with each other, because there's one thing that I can say for a sure fact that these other nations and Gentiles you're worrying about have that you don't, and that's unity. A unified front for where anywhere in the world you go, there's one thing they have is unity in oppressing you. Okay? It don't matter if they're Edom, if they're Arabs, if they're Irish, if they're German, if they're Middle Eastern, whatever. Asian, whatever. The one thing you can say indefinitely is that they all have a hand in your oppression and making merchandise of you. Even our own people. But them per se, they're making big bucks. Okay? And they are all one when it comes to they don't like you. Okay? Now, you've seen a lot of this going around where, as usual, because we have a lot going on amongst our people, as well as they do. But we've talked about, Israel, you have no friends. It's you. If the Gentiles want to see you in a unified front, which is basically, if you look at the scripture, is based on how you act, that they might come up and wake up out of their slumber, or should I say of their blindness, in thinking that they're all that in a bag of chips, and see, wait a minute, their ways are wrong based off of your actions. Okay, but as long as you stay divided and nitpicky and no, it's this one, no, it's that one, the whole thing is there's a bunch of nations that is coming up against you because of who you are, and that is because you are the Most High's people. Okay, you over there trying to pick a Gentile who's gonna be saved. You're trying to pick this one, that one. Okay, we said, okay, there's a specific set that came and got y'all. But that don't mean they're not all in bed together. What do you think the beast is? The beast is a unity of nations that are against you because of your father. And not all of us are going to make it. And this is why we see, if they can throw a monkey wrench up in the plans and just watch you go, it's all just entertainment. Seeing you just fall for the same old okie doke over and over again, and not seeing that the one thing that you have that they don't is that you're divided. We talked about these united communities. Everybody else united. Everybody else coming up on you. on your back. But you want to, for a minute, just to be in, argumentative and in the right and look like you're a big man on campus, puffed up and prideful, and the need to be right is not going to set you free, right? It has never done it before. It's not going to do it now. Humility is accepting that you don't know everything. Okay? Okay? Only a fool thinks they know everything. A wise person knows they know nothing. Right? When you can accept that and start seeing the bigger picture, because this is the thinking small part. You want to see them as individuals. They see you as a whole. But you over there trying to, no, it's the Arabs, no, it's the Edomites, no, it's the Asians, no, it's this one, no, it's that. Guess what? They're all in it. They're all in bed together. Okay? They're all over there having powwows and paddywhack schmacks over you. So it doesn't matter which one. If they want to change, let them work out their salvation with fear and trembling like everybody else and be that. Right now, you don't have unity. Right now, you are still in your captivity. And right now, the Most High is not, he is at this point where, look, 2/3 of y'all gonna sink and you gotta go because you're holding us back. That's the point. Y'all can't see, the Arabs got Caucasians too. All right? Don't let them fool you. The Arabs, Middle Eastern people are Caucasian as well. Y'all trying to say, no, it's based on nationality. Arab, it's just like when the Jews would tell us that, the Caucasians would tell you that, no, it's really the Jews that are your problem. No, it's really your Jews. No, based on how their wording is, they just choose to call you Jews, then not Jewish sometimes. They're trying to blame you for your own problems. I mean, and tentatively, they're not quite wrong. But based off of what they're saying is they try to deflect. They lack accountability. So they will deflect and say, no, it's these people. Despite the fact, right, that they try to make it look like they're different and apart. As soon as something happens, they try to separate themselves. But they know that they're not separate. Their thoughts are the same. Their ways are the same. But you over here trying to fall for the okie doke over and over again, running into your idolatry, your idol worship, because you want to make Masa so much a part of the plan that you start causing more disruption amongst your own. You can't see the bigger picture. You're thinking small, and when you do that, you fall further and further and further into that debased nature, the one that the Most High didn't want y'all to go into. As long as you keep into your heathen worship and going for other gods, focus on him. All right? Focus on him. Just like you, they got their own stuff to work out, and they got to work it out too. But they're united in what they're doing. They realize the importance in unity. And remember, even Revelation, the Most High is mentioning the woman. He's not mentioning no other woman. He's not a cheater. He's not even like glimpsing an eye at them. He's talking about Israel. It's everybody else against you. That dragon and his people, the serpent, when he sent the floods out of his mouth, those are the nations. Other nations come for you. They're oppressing you, making merchandise of you. They're not worried about you as long as you keep in line. But you on here arguing about, this camp, they're wrong about who the Edomites are. There are Arabs that are Caucasian. And there are Arabs that are black. Okay? There are Edomites that are still black in Edom. No doubt. All right, they change words and they change times because that's what the man of sin does. They don't have you in consideration, but you still considering things and not the Most High. The Most High talked about y'all don't consider him. When he was even reading the scripture, you saw he was about to destroy some nations. He was about to destroy these nations. As long as he got Israel lined up with the covenant doing the things they were supposed to do, he was about to make things right. Okay? Forget Adam and Eve put us, we got into this situation. He done made a way to right the wrongs. But then Israel ran up in the way, getting in the way of the Most High's hand and his work. He looked and he's like, man, Israel over there, gone after their own ways, running after the heathens. Now I got to go deal with them. I can't even destroy these people right now. I got to hold on. Maybe I can use them over Israel in order to get these stubborn, stiff-necked, foolish children in line. Because you notice, even when he uses names, he uses them based off of how you are acting and even how his expression is toward you. So these children are over here, and they're not like being like a child. We're innocent and open to the kingdom, but like children, spoiled brats. You don't understand, have no understanding, running away into your own thinking and self-righteousness, not considering the Most High's ways and his commandments, doing what you want to do because you think it's right? So when the Most High tells you things, you don't want to do it. But as soon as he tell you not to do something, you run off and say, look, I want to be like the heathens. Let me chase after them. Once again, heathens, accept me. Knock, knock, knock on the door. You are the exalted holy people made above them, but you still chasing after these, the debased nature of what you're not supposed to be. Right? You can't ascend if you keep falling back. You keep going lower. When you start to unite and be who you're supposed to truly be, then the rest will fall in line. But as long as you keep on causing division amongst your people, and you don't have any idea of what the Most High has been trying to show you, okay, it's donezo. Okay? So you over here saying, no, they're wrong, it's the Arabs, da-da-da-da. Come together and realize they are all together. You can go anywhere in the world, no matter who they are. It's the Arabs. Yeah, they have slaves too. They think in the same mindset. They are all in bed together. United Nations. All of them. Their one thing is to cause you misery and oppress you because of who they represent. Now, do you see their coat of arms? They got the eagle. They got all that. They trying to tell you they are one. You aren't. You need to come together and let the Most High work and do his best work right now. Instead of being the stumbling blocks in your own way. He had to stop from destroying these other nations to go deal with you. He had to stop what he was about to do and make things right and get things where they need to be. But no. Israel want to save a hoe and be tree huggers. And I'm not trying to say that to be disrespectful. I'm just using that as an example. You always think that you can save people when you're divided, but you're your weakest when you are divided. Okay, they're looking at you in astonishment still like, y'all can't even get your stuff together, not realizing who you are. So until you unite with your people and put the petty things aside, then you might even save some Gentiles. They might see and want to be like you and understand the error of their ways and move away from it. But all these arguments about genealogies, all these arguments about who's really Edom, who's really this, who's really that, the point of the matter is 2 nations are struggling. Revelation shows you that there is the woman and then there is the dragon. Get it? Revelation 12. Just go into it, honey. He's not mentioning no other nations. He just said, there is the woman and there's a serpent. And the serpent is going after the woman. And he's going after her with a vengeance. So whoever it is that is against you is with that serpent in unity against you. Don't worry about that. Stop worrying about all the petty things. Get your life together. Work out your salvation with fear and trembling. I love that verse. Fear and trembling. Humble yourself. Right? And stop worrying about all these pretty things. Yeah, we mentioned Edom. Yeah, we mentioned that. But in actuality, he was just trying to show you that there is you, then there's these others that are out there and they're working. They're the children of Al Shaitan. Right? You're either his or you're not. You're either doing what he's telling you or you're not. And you can't go saving no one if you can't save yourself. You can't go choosing Gentiles to save when you're not saving yourself and they're not trying to save you because they still don't know who you are. Or they still deny who you are. And they still don't know the Most High. Okay? So unless they know, look, this is my people and I love them and I will protect them because they have not done anything out of the covenant and I can do my best work. I mean, even though we know based on Revelation that's not going to happen because we know how Israel is, right? Gainsaying. They might sit down and they might toll about this one day and the next minute they rise up with a new vigor in their heart. No, I'm not going to listen. I'm going to do what I want to do. She's wrong. He's wrong. This is what's going to happen. Stop worrying about them other nations, all right? Okay? Stop worrying about the heathens, the Gentiles, the other ones. They'll fall into line when you fall into line. All right? So, this was just bursting out the scene today. Holy Spirit the Ruach wanted to get this out. He was like, look, they're at it again. They're out there arguing, and they don't even realize they're causing more divisions. Exactly what the devil wants, because united, you are stronger, but divided you fall. Or united you stand, divided you fall. So as long as they throw that monkey wrench, oh, they over here arguing about us? What? Okay, well, let's just go get some popcorn and watch the nuclear reaction. Look at them. They arguing over us. They gonna be like, oh, look at them foolish. You're supposed to be the example. You're supposed to be the standard. But you find everything in order to deflect. I know not all of us are gonna make it, but it's not even that not all of us gonna make it. It's a lot of us. It's 2/3. That's dang near everybody. Okay? That's a lot. And it just goes to show how our attention span is. There's going to be something else that pops up. There's going to be like, no, today I feel like I need to go and exalt myself and tell the Most High that, look, they're going to be my idols and that's it. I'm just kidding. But it's just to say that they're doing what they're doing and you are so indoctrinated. Now, look, I get it. We're beat down. All right? And that is why we need to humble ourselves, fast and pray, get renewed, get into that mode. Like, let me tell y'all something. Praying in the Spirit is so powerful. And when y'all get into that and really take hold of these gifts that the Spirit has, whoo, He will renew you and rejuvenate you when you are broken down and beaten down. Now look, they see what's going on to the point where now they want to ban Bibles. Before they were all right with it when you were going into their false doctrines and their false temples and all that. They were good with it. Now, oh my God, the truth is coming out. Trust me, even if they did take away the scripture, you got the Holy Spirit, the Ruach HaKodesh. Okay, because He knew a time like this would come. Right? He put that wisdom in you. So be very careful. Don't speak again. There's the speaking in tongues, where at that time you had different languages and all that to go preach to the Israelites, because that's what the scripture says. Go out and preach to the lost sheep. Go out and preach to Israel. And He said, I will send you out like lambs to these wolves. Because He's not talking about the Gentiles, just the Gentiles, because we were Gentiles as well. He's talking about Israel, and the whole will tear you apart. because they killed, like, as a result of not wanting to listen, they would kill the prophets because they didn't like what they were hearing. They would kill them, torture them, all kinds of stuff. All right, because let's just be all the way real. Let's even talk about Kanye for a little bit. Look, I don't completely disagree with him. All right, I don't completely disagree with him, and the reason why, I did mention him before, but I actually listened to what he said. And I don't agree with everything, but I don't disagree with everything. Even when he said that part with the choice, let's talk about it. All right? Even from all these prophets going back and telling y'all about, look, y'all need to just get it together. Even though in the premise of what he was saying, it kind of like is muggle, but to some degree, not everything. All right, to some degree. In terms of Israel's gainsaying, Israel's tendency to let fear overcome us, because you don't understand how fear gets in the way of our faith and our deliverance. Right? And even then, when there was slavery going on, yeah, the curse came upon us. The Most High knew that the 400 years would come upon. That's one thing that, because, some people would say, no, he's talking about just now. He was talking about slavery back then. He was like, there was a lot of y'all. There was a whole number. But he don't even realize that even now we're still enslaved. That's the thing, right? Because no man is going to buy us out of that slavery. No man but the Most High Yah, only God, only Yahushua can set us free. That he doesn't understand. Right now, we have a choice in how we're going to deal with it in our captivity. Are you going to line up, keep the commandments and the statutes? Are you going to do what the Most High tells you to do so you can be ready and prepared for when he comes? Okay, so you don't have to be like, let me have a second thought about this. Some of the heathens even showed, like, that's what I'm saying. Don't worry about them. A black man was in power, and they showed how much they were not having that. If a black Yahushua came out of the sky, what y'all think gonna happen? They made Obama's life miserable. Look, now I'm not the biggest cheerleader for him anymore, but they showed you how they really feel, right? There's gonna come a time when, yes, some of them will see the light and see the truth, but first, y'all, we've got to work out ourselves, right? Work out ourselves before you worry about them. Remember, they're still united in their wickedness. There's some that coming apart and will say and speak. Remember, we said all of that is happening by the will of the Most High Yah. It's according to his will. Comes a time he's like, all right, let me lift this up. So, okay, they're not going to listen to anybody else till Master say something. Okay, let's lift this up. Let's let one of them say something. So I'll attest in your captivity as well. But yeah, I don't completely disagree with him. Yeah, and I'm talking about Kanye. In terms of, but the, like Bob Marley says, you got to fulfill the book, right? The Most High said, who he blesses, no man curse, and who he curse, no man bless. But he made a way for his people, right? He made a way for his people. He's still sending his prophets. He's still sending his people out there. And as long as they're trying to wake you up and they're trying to tell you the truth and trying to unite you, then all power, the Most High be with them. Blessings unto them all the ways. Because a lot of them, if they didn't open their mouth, if they chose to take the low route and close their mouth and not say anything, there wouldn't be any awakening. Right? They decided to take their mantle and step up to the plate. And for that, be very grateful. Another thing is that people can be very ungrateful for some things. Gratitude is a huge blessing. You don't understand the power in gratitude and giving thanks. It is so powerful. When something is done for you and you decide you just go. I've learned that, especially when dealing with reprobates, who they're not thankful for anything, but being truly thankful is a blessing. Okay? It'll bless you and it'll bless the person you're thankful to. You don't know how that helps with release blessings upon you as well. Okay? So blessings come, like scripture said, just in case anybody's gonna be like, oh well, but you just said about the who God bless no man. Remember, scripture says when you keep the commandments, there's always something to it. Keep the commandments and do what he tells you to do, the blessings will over pour. Okay? His blessings will come upon you. When you are under, the curse comes upon you is when you start to break his commandments. Then you have these spiritual wickedness and these spirits come and overtake you, and things start happening in your life. So even in your captivity, he made a way. And let me see. Yeah. So I did say I don't completely disagree with him. I don't completely agree with him. And how you choose to react and what you do in your slavery, or sorry, in this time while we are undergoing these last days, what you choose to do is going to determine your outcome. Right? So right now, don't do the whole divide and conquer thing. That's what they're doing. All right? Revelation, there's the woman and there's the devil and his remnant and his seed and his nations united against you. So don't worry about them dividing who and who and who. The Most High want to release a Gentile out there, let him do it. Okay, remember who we got our own problems to worry about. Right? Okay. So with that, brothers and sisters, blessed saints, have a wonderful rest of your Shabbat. Shalom.